Jerry Jones may have unintentionally stirred the pot with Ezekiel Elliott, and it seems to have gotten the running back's attention. After the Cowboys' second preseason game, Jerry jokingly said Zeke who when discussing the performance of rookie running back Tony Pollard. But Zeke wasn't laughing. Yesterday, Zeke's agent told ESPN, quote, "I didn't think it was funny, and neither did Zeke. We actually thought it was disrespectful." We are now joined by FS1 NFL analyst Mark Schlereth. Mark, all right, does this back and forth between Zeke and Jerry, is this going to help or hurt negotiations?
Well, first off, what's disrespectful? That he told the joke? Is that disrespectful? Is it disrespectful that Zeke gets suspended? Is it disrespectful that every time he goes out, he gets in a fight and his owner's got to stand up for him? Is that disrespectful? Like, I mean, you know what? Take a look in the mirror. If we want to talk about disrespectful, we want to go tit for tat, we can do that all day long. I think ultimately what this says to Zeke and to his agent is, hey, guys, you want a deal? Jerry Jones has a history of taking care of the players that take care of him. You want a deal? Get your butt into camp. We have 100% of the leverage. And I'm not saying that Tony Pollard is better than Zeke. He has played well in this preseason. He had that touchdown run against the Rams. I thought he
played well for a drive stink.
Right. What he's been given the opportunity to do, he's played well. And that particular touchdown run, I mean, he presses the hole. He gets the cutback on that touchdown run. He takes a hit. He breaks the tackle. He maintains balance. That's great. That is awesome. Is he Zeke? I'm not gonna go that far. You know, you and I played with Terrell Davis, and I always joke around that he used to make up for a multitude of sins. So, like the year that Terrell got hurt in 1999, right? And Orlando Scary came in and ran for 1,200 yards, TD would have had 1,500, 1,600. You know, the year that Mike Anderson had 14, no disrespect to those guys, but TD would have had 2,000. He's just a different human being, and that's Zeke Elliott. But can they maintain or can they manage without Zeke? Yeah, I think they can. And so I think this is
manage what? Win some games?
Yeah, they can win some games.
No, but it ain't the objective. Skip Bayless, what is it? It's Super Bowl or bust, right, Skip?
The objective is to win the first two games.
No. Oh, so that's the objective now. You gonna sit on there smiling because you done heaped all this. Oh, we going to the Super Bowl. Miami's gonna be painted blue and silver. Yada yada yada.
Just blue.
Now all of a sudden, you talking about the objective now is just to win 2 games.
Okay, we'll let him sweat and sit in Cabo for 2 games, and then we'll see what happens. If they're 2-0, here he comes, falling back.
Whatever you owe it to.
Yeah.
Whatever you owe it to. I need the other side. You can't just give me one side.
I witnessed an 0-2 start without Emmitt Smith, but they had in place of Emmitt a kid named Derek Lassick from Alabama who just wasn't very good. Tony Pollard is legit. That's all I can say is I've seen enough to say he is a legit stand-in starting running back with whom they could win 2 games against the Giants and the Redskins.
And you've noticed that on one drive when he's playing, he scored a touchdown against a guy that's going to be working at UPS and driving beer trucks on Monday.
I saw a shifty glider who knows how to carry the rock. That's what I saw. And I will put my reputation on the fact that he is legit enough they could win a couple of games with him. And once Zeke does come back, and Jerry made this point later in this same conversation that started with Zeke who, they will have a 1 and a 1A. And Zeke should embrace that because he's carrying the ball too much for his own good. How long is he going to last? Shannon Sharp says not very long.
But that's why he has
this kid, Tony Pollard, will extend Zeke's playing career.
But Zeke also understands if he doesn't get those carries, if somebody comes in and divvies up his carries, he's not going to have the big yardage, which hurts his argument that I need the big payday. If he gets a big payday, he won't mind splitting the carries because it won't be as important to him. He knows now, he's proven that he can carry the load. This will lessen some of the load. And Zeke says, I want you to lessen some of the load if you give me more of the money. But Skip, let me ask you a question. Let's just say for the sake of argument, something came up and you had to take Ernestine somewhere. And you weren't able to do
I don't have to take her anywhere. I want to take her.
Well, I'm just saying. But you had to take the day off for the show. And they had a fill-in. And they asked Charlie, it's like, well, you know, Skip wasn't in the day. How did and Charlie Dickens say, Skip who? Oh, yeah, that's exactly.
That would hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Don't marginalize me.
No.
Yeah, don't marginalize
But Skip hasn't gone out 4 times and gotten.
Yes, he's. How many times he insulted people on television?
How many times have I gotten suspended? I got to knock on wood.
Yeah,
How about 0?
They can suspend people. They can suspend people.
Yes.
Well, for driving fast.
At
With that new
ESPN, I worked with several people who got suspended.
In regards to Tony Pollard, though, I will say this: like, one, you've got one of the outstanding offensive lines in all of football.
Yes.
It was so good to see Travis Frederick back in dispensing justice
you know
after
exactly
a year
why.
off with GBS.
Yep, you suffered through.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So to see him, like, what he did, even on that touchdown run, that to me was exciting.
You know these guys. They were playing without 20 of their 22 starters. There was not one guy on that defensive line or that linebacking core that's going to be, come Monday, will be on this Rams roster.
That is the Rams. That's what they do. But you still got to play against the guys in front of you.
Did you see what the Rams did last year when they tried to run the ball when they went out there for playoff games?
Shannon, with rookies, it's about eye test in preseason games, and my eyes told me legit. I don't know what your eyes told you. You probably fell asleep.
I did.
Yep. Okay.
But I just know Ezekiel. Skip, you might win a handful of games. Let me tell you what the difference is between Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. One guy will run you to 8-8, 9-7. The other guy will run you to the Super Bowl. Which one you want?
Well, at least we got you to call him Tony instead of Mike Pollard.
And I will also tell you this about Zeke. Like, there are very few guys who are 3-down backs who, you know, when they're in, they can protect the quarterback. There's nobody better, and he caught 77 balls last year out of the backfield. So this is a guy that is a complete football player. I don't know.
But Mark made the best point. His bargaining power is somewhat limited by the fact that you cannot trust Ezekiel Elliott off the field.
And Jerry took him with the 4th overall pick, knowing that he was never going to be able to turn his phone off.
And Jerry put Jerry's reputation on the line several times by fighting for him and defending him, maybe to a fault, and finally losing. But he was right there with him through these 6 games.
Oh, don't make it seem like Jerry was fighting because he thought no, Jerry was fighting because he knew he gave him a better chance to win. So let's not pretend like Jerry was like, oh, my God, I can't believe they're railroading Zeke Elliott.
Yes, but Jerry was convinced that he was innocent of the quote-unquote charges.
Jerry realized that in order for me to get to where I need to be, I need to have this guy, and I'm going to go
sure
fight.
He does. But I think it's advantage Jerry, and I think Jerry lit a fire.
Advantage Cabo. I might go down there. I might go down to Cabo. I might go to Cabo.
He needs some company.
You're going to work out together. Mark, thank you. If you go to Cabo, you can fill in.
Yeah,
I'll say Shannon who? Probably not. Okay, OBJ is showing off again. Are you impressed? That's next.